has a way of changing, all the time, and often all at once. With temperatures rising, salt farmers in Gujarat can't work much past noon. The sun, the heat, is just too much. Here in Kenya, the latest catch comes with thanks not to fishermen, but to farmers. Men and women who changed their ways of life, forced to give up livelihoods built over generations, all because drought decimated their herds and flocks. Signs of the climate crisis are not hard to find. But there's another side to these stories, and they show something incredible. Strength, perseverance, ingenuity. Since 1913, the Rockefeller Foundation has dedicated billions of dollars supporting those stories, using innovation and science to find not only a solution, but hope. For 110 years, our mission to promote the well-being of humankind has never wavered. Today, more than ever, we need to keep making big bets for humanity.
Big bets are bold, large-scale efforts to create change. They require us to understand the root cause of the problems we face and to find fresh, innovative solutions. They ask that we identify unlikely partners and bring them together in new alliances. And they demand that we measure results and stay focused until the job is done. This is how our foundation has sought to have impact in this world since 1913. And every day, we try to get better at using this approach to improve lives and expand opportunity.
We're making a big bet to stop the next pandemic. It's in our DNA.
Our big bet, fighting COVID in Africa, supporting testing and vaccines, has saved countless lives.
We've done this before. We helped eradicate hookworm and control yellow fever.
We also helped establish the Peking Union Medical College and Hospital, which is known for bringing modern medicine into China and the rest of Asia.
The foundation worked to create the CG system and AGRA, who for decades have worked to help communities feed themselves. And we're still doing that. We're making big bets on food systems that are nourishing, equitable, and regenerative.
A big bet is what we need to get a third of the world reliable and clean energy. That's why we pulled together $1.5 billion of funding with our partners to build the Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet.
Big bets serve as the inspiration for collaborations that transform communities and the world. We helped form the WHO, the Vaccine Alliance, and establish Spelman College, each building momentum dedicated to the progress of humanity.
More than a century of philanthropy, working to resolve the root causes of suffering in our world, making opportunity universal and sustainable. The Rockefeller Foundation, 110 years of making big bets for humanity.
Invite and thank you for coming and celebrating with us the opening of this convening space where we are hoping to have our grantees and experts and others come together in the historic tradition of the Rockefeller Foundation, bringing together unlikely partners to solve the world's problems, to improve the lives, every single life, and afford opportunity for everyone. So we hope that you'll enjoy the rest of the day, and I also welcome you to put your thoughts on our living art out there on the table, because we will be taking that art and actually framing it and putting it in this space commemorating our 110-year anniversary and the opening of this amazing convening space. We hope that this will be a yearly event. Actually, Raj has told me it must be a yearly event, so we're on notice. My team groaned, but that's okay. But they actually are very happy, because this is really what we do best, is bring people together, expose ideas, talk about them, and actually improve lives. So with that, I'm going to introduce our president, Raj Shah.
Thank you, Eileen, and good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here bright and early. We're excited about today's activities and events. I want to particularly say I'm excited that so many of you are able to be with us, and so many of you are able to be with us online, as I think the day is streaming fully, right, for all of our partners and teammates around the world. It is so exciting to be a part of an institution that turns 110 years old and has such a storied global history of impact and change. And you're going to learn partly about that impact and change through the course of today. I just want to take a moment to say that thank you to our partners and the people that power those partnerships. You've already heard this morning about the history of helping to create institutions like Spelman College, the Vaccine Alliance, the Alliance for a Green Revolution for Africa, and hundreds of others. Some institutions that continue to have tremendous import and impact around the world today. And for those of you that saw the panel discussion with Helene and Seth and Agnes, you can see the kinds of leaders that get to lead those institutions today. Agnes Kalibata is actually also a Rocky Doc. And for those of you that don't know what a Rocky Doc is, we have helped invest in training and support and for people around the world to get PhDs and other types of degrees through doctoral support programs. And there are more than 14,000 Rocky Docs today that are Rockefeller alumni that lead institutions, work in public service, are scientists in multiple fields, all with the core purpose of using science and innovation to lift humanity as much as is possible. So today is really a celebration of their efforts. I also want to thank Eileen O'Connor and her outstanding communications policy and advocacy team, and Natalie Paquin and all of our operational partners who have made today happen. You know, I was just reflecting briefly on the last few years. The last few years for this institution have been a time of great change. Certainly change in our physical space as we renovated the Fifth Avenue site that has been our headquarters since the early 1990s. But also change in what we do. When COVID started at the very beginning of the COVID pandemic, the foundation really made pretty dramatic, transformative changes to all of our programs to help support school feeding and access to food and food security here in the United States, to support efforts around the world to accelerate the development of testing, vaccines, diagnostics, and certainly in the United States, our testing work became a major part of how America built its core diagnostic capacity to overcome the crisis. Around the same time, we took our first ever bond issuance and raised $700 million in an impact bond that allowed us to make the single biggest investment this foundation has made in 110 years. A single big bet on the basic idea that electrification and renewable energy could in fact reach the 800 million people who live in poverty because they don't have access to any electricity at all. And that effort, called the Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet, as you heard, has now raised more than $11 billion of commitments, is active in nearly 20 countries. We just reviewed 20 major projects that are reaching a few million people already in just 18 months. And it's off to the races in what I hope will become a major effort to transform reality for vulnerable communities all over the world. And we're really excited about coming big bets, particularly those that take our core areas of work and excellence in subject matters like food, energy and health and economic opportunity, and apply them to a world that is rapidly changing through climate and technology. And as we pursue that mission, we will be looking to you for your ideas and looking to you for the next round of partnerships that will define our future. So thank you for being with us today. I'm really excited about all of the activities we have planned this afternoon and this evening, and I want to thank you for being here once again.